think it's very much a falling out of love and a marriage. And Rydal's character plays a lot into that, because the more the story goes on, Chester becomes more and more kind of the monster of the movie, and Rydal is like her protector.
Hey,
thanks for taking such good care of us.
good luck with your studies. My pleasure.
All three of us, as we started to really investigate the characters and work on the scenes, we realized the complexity of what was there, that on first read or even second or third or fourth read doesn't necessarily jump out as far as the characters in particular.
She's not totally blind to things, but I think she chooses to be in certain circumstances. I think she truly loves Chester, and that's why it's painful to watch these two.
My character is not an alcoholic, insecure, slob, nasty person in the beginning of Haas's version of it. It takes a while to get there. But even when my character and the other characters get to a point where you start to see them in a negative light, they redeem themselves from time to time.
Hey, I hope that,
You know what? Just run along, Rydal. Run along.
Rydal, to me, is always in this film my protector and who cares about me, and meanwhile my husband is becoming less and less that to me. So the circumstances are drawing me more and more to Rydal, even though I think that Colette is in love with her husband.
There's an element of it, as far as my character is concerned, of a coming-of-age story, you know, of becoming a man and what that means and what kind of man he's going to be, and his sense of justice and his sense of morality or amorality. You know, I think all those things are kind of spinning around, and this particular couple just really makes all that come to a head.
I like the idea of these two men who really, even though they hate each other, they're somehow tied, and I had this sense that it was almost like they were the only two people in the world at times, and there's a line where Chester says, "You're the last person in the world I can talk to."
Don't you ever speak to me like that again.
Or what?
Somehow, even though they hate each other, they can't, it's almost like a love story, they can't separate. They're quite unusual characters for cinema, and that I guess they're losers in a way. They're not winners, and they're failures, they're not successes, and I think that's more and more rare in film.